You already know if you pay attention to the UAFL, but if you do not, it's today. And what is today? The first day of the playoffs. We are going to start day 1 of 5 in our postseason matches. And we are going to start with the UAFL play-ins. The play-ins will include the teams that will be playing today are listed on the thumbnail, which is going to be the New York Barons taking on the Washington Senators and the Cincinnati Royals taking on the Montreal Terrapins, as only the 8th and 9th seeds will be competing tonight. If your favorite team is seeds 1 through 7, you guys will be competing tomorrow. If you are a seed number 1 in a conference, the winner of one of these play-in games will determine your opponent, depending on which conference you are in. If you're Dallas, you will be either playing you will be playing the winner of Cincinnati versus Montreal, and if you are Denver, you will be playing the winner of this first game that we're going to be starting shortly, the New York Barons versus the Washington Senators. Now, before we get started, these two teams, I never expected either of these teams to make the playoffs at all. Let's begin with Washington's analysis, since they are the higher seed. Washington's been win-lose the entire season, but luckily they just got enough wins to make the playoffs. And as for New York, however, at the end of the 10th week, they looked like they were going to be going home and not making the playoffs at all, with a record of 3-7. However, they won 5 straight games to clinch the playoffs. And now look where they are now. They are here in this game. This is both of these teams' first ever playoff game, because they've never made the playoffs in the XAFL either. So this is history being made for both of these teams. Now, without further ado, let's kick off the first ever playoff game of the UAFL Season 2. As you can tell, the sky is dark because... Oh, I selected the wrong game mode. Whoopsies! That's exhibition mode. If that means I would be able to play as one of the teams. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. Alright, New York. The winner of the New York Barons versus the Washington Senators game will be moving on to play the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Denver Mountaineers. And if you don't know how tough Denver is, you guys got to be ready, because Denver is known for demolishing opponents. Alright, so Washington's going to win the football here. And then we're underway, our first playoff game of the season. And Carter's just going to make it around the 30-yard line, and they're going to get set up for the next play. Alright, 1st and 10. Fellows to the right. There's a flag on the field. And it's going to be against Washington. So they're going back a couple of yards. It's now 1st and 10. Here's Washington. They gained 10 yards on this play, and it's 2nd and 8. As the Senators are going down the field pretty well so far. Here's Smith. And it's 3rd down now. Let's see what the Senators think about doing here. Fellows, and it's incomplete. And it's 4th down, and the New York Barons will get a chance with the ball now. Excellent defense by New York here at the start of the postseason. They are the underdogs here in this game, but last time they faced Washington was just a couple of weeks ago, and they won that game. Can New York do it again is the question. Here's Schultz, and it's going to be 2nd down. Tackle for a loss by Nicholas. And here is a pass. It's broken up. Nearly intercepted by Washington there. Here's Jack. Down the right. It's incomplete. And it's 4th down. That's a 3-and-out for Washington. And so far, it's still 0-0 at the end of the first 2 drives. At the end of the first drive of each team. Here's Washington. They're going to start the ball at a very good field position. As they will start this one on the 10-yard line. Here's the Senators. Here's Fellows. Deep. Caught by Carter. And that's a huge 1st down. Here's Smith with the run. And it is going to be stopped by the Barons. It's 2nd and 13. Tackle by a loss is made by Chambers. Yet again. Here's Smith. 3rd and 10. It's 3rd down. Let's see what Washington chooses to do here. They're going to make a run, and it's going to be 4th down, and the Barons make the stop. And they will bring their field goal unit out. And the kick is good, and the Washington Senators will score first. As now it's 3-0 here in the AFC play-in match. Here's Can. And it's now 1st down for the Barons. It is still the 1st quarter. Here is New York. Here's Jack with the throw. It's caught by Schultz. It's now 3rd and 3. And that is going to be a 1st down. As the Barons move the chains. And that's going to do it for the end of the 1st quarter. And now they're going to bring back the offense on the field. It's now the start of the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd down. And that's going to be ran out of bounds, but the clock is not going to be ruled as stopped for some reason. It's 3rd and 1. Caught by Floyd for a 1st down. Here's Jack. That's a tackle for a loss by Captillo. And the Barons are now 2nd and 9. I don't think that would be a loss then. That would be a 1-yard gain. And it's now 3rd down after a gain of about 3 yards. Barons should be in field goal range. Here's Jack. That is going to be ruled a first down, and the Barons will continue to run down the field. Here's Schultz. 2nd and 3. Here's Schultz. It's 3rd down. It's going to be 1st down, New York. And the Barons continue to run down the field. Here's Hudson. The 2-minute warning has hit. There is a penalty against Washington, and that's going to put the ball in the goal line. It's 1st and 10, New York. Here's Hudson, and he scores. Hudson with the first touchdown of the playoffs. And now the Barons are leading 7-3. Here's the return by the Senators. And Carter nearly breaks free but doesn't get there. Here's a deep pass. That's caught by Carter. Touchdown. And the Senators retake the lead. It's now 10-7, Washington. And now the Barons must come up with something here. Here's Jack. Pass to Floyd, and it is a 2nd and 7. Here's Jack. There's a flag on the field. It is against Washington for offsides. The penalty's declined as they're going to go for 3rd and inches. Here's Jack. Pass to Floyd for a first down. Taken all the way to the 30-yard line. And now New York is set to try to regain the lead. Here's Jack. Fires it. Caught by Stevenson, and it's just short of the goal line. And now New York is looking to retake the lead. There is 40 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Jack. Throws. It's picked off at the goal line by Hodges. And the Senators will retain the lead. And here's Carter, and it's going to be short of the first, but it doesn't matter. This should likely end the half. Here's Fellows. Deep. Caught by Ward. Touchdown, Washington. And the Senators will grow their lead rather than lose it. As it's now 17-7 at the end of the first half. That's crazy. It kind of looked like the New York Barons were going to take the lead with a touchdown to end the half, but instead it's picked off at the goal line by Hodges, and then the very next play, it's a deep pass for a touchdown. What a crazy first half we have had. All right, the New York Barons will have the football. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what it's against. It is against Ronnie, again for offsides. So we will redo first down, except they will give them 5 more yards. Here's New York to Schultz, and it's going to be second and close. And that's a huge sack by Washington, and it's 3rd and long now. Let's see what the Barons do here. Here's Jack. Oh, it's just incomplete, and it's 4th down, and the Washington Senators will regain possession of the football. As the Washington defense has pulled off here. Last time they faced New York, they did not do very well. But it seems that Washington's luck is turning around here, as they're going to get revenge over the Barons as of right now. As it's 17-7, as you can see the score. Here's Washington. Sacked, or it's a tackle for loss by Nuka. And it's now 3rd and 14. Here's Fellows with a deep pass. It's caught by Allison for a first down. Here's Fellows. Screens it to Allison to avoid the sack. And it's 2nd and 4. Here's Fellows. Deep pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. Barons need to stop if they want to stay alive in this football game. They got it. It's 4th down. And the Senators will attempt a field goal to extend their lead a little bit. And that kick is good. Score is now 20-7 Washington. Here's Can. Nearly gets loose, but not quite. Here's New York on 1st and 10. Let's see what they do here. They would like to get back into this game. They're going to throw deep, and it's going to be dropped by the receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Jack. Pass to Stevenson is caught for a first down. Let's see what New York does here. Schultz. It's 2nd and 5. And that's a huge sack. It's 3rd and 14. Another huge play by Hodges, who's already been on fire the entire game. Here's Jack. Caught by Newman for a first down. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We have 5 minutes left in the game. Here's Jack. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's Schultz. That's another first down. 1st and goal, New York. Remember, last time they threw into the end zone, they threw an interception rather than a touchdown. And this one will go in. Touchdown, New York. This one's caught by Can. And now it's a one-possession game. As now the score is 20-14 Washington. And here's Carter, who's going to return it. It's quarter number 4. Let's see what Fellows does here. He's going to screen it, and it's second down. 2nd and 15. That was a bad play there. And now you got to get 15 yards in 2 plays. Or otherwise you risk losing your lead by New York's offense. Here's Smith. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down. This one's tackled by Fees. Or Fies, however you pronounce his name. It's 3rd and 18. Here's Fellows with deep pass. Caught by Carter. And he gets another crucial first down for Washington. Here is a tackle by Neal, and it's 2nd down. Fellows throws it deep, doinked, and it's 3rd down. Here's Fellows. And the pass is dropped, and it's 4th down. And the Barons have a chance to take the lead. Now, the Barons' offense type is different than Washington's. Washington's team likes to throw the ball deep. New York likes to throw short passes to try to burn clock time. And with there being only 2 minutes, 30 seconds left, you got to expect anything from New York. 2nd and 2. Here's New York. That's going to be caught, or that's going to be a first down for the Barons. Clock is going to continue to run, as the clock is going to be your greatest enemy in this game, as this one's really close. 2-minute warning is struck here in Washington, D.C. for the first ever playoff game for both of these teams. Here is New York. 2nd and 6. Here's Schultz. He gets a first down. Clock is still going to continue to run, and there's less than a minute and a half. Barons are going to pass it to Schultz. They're going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Barons choose not to use a timeout. 1 minute remaining in the game. Here's the pass to Floyd, and it's short. And it's going to be called timeout, and it is 3rd and 7. 47 seconds left in the game. Barons cannot turn over the ball. Here's a deep pass, incomplete, and it's 4th down. This is all on the line here. And that's game over. Sack by Yak Attack. Washington has pulled a crucial stop. And the Washington Senators are off to Denver. Congratulations to Washington, D.C. here for the victory, as they have knocked off the New York Barons in the play-in game, eliminating New York out of the playoffs. And now we are down to 8 teams left in the AFC. For those of you AFC fans, the games for tomorrow in this conference will be the number 1 seed taking on the number 8 seed, as Washington will be headed to Denver. It's going to be the Denver Mountaineers playing up against the Washington Senators, as Denver will host this game. That game will be up first. Then the second game in the AFC will be the number 7 Arizona Heat versus the number 2 Winnipeg Devil Cats. Then moving on into the third game is probably going to be the biggest rivalry in the league. The number 6 Baltimore Paladins will be taking on the number 3 Pittsburgh Ironhawks. And then the final game of the AFC Wild Card Series will be the number 5 Kansas City Wranglers versus the number 4 San Francisco Sharks. I might have that backwards, right? Now, as those will be your matches in the AFC next week, in the next day. Congratulations to Washington again. You guys will be moving on to Denver, as the Senators have won their first ever playoff game in the history of their franchise. And the Senators are officially off to round 1, while New York is eliminated in round 0. Alright, we are moving on. We are shifting our attention from the AFC to the NFC now. It's time. Not their first time in the playoffs, but them making it this season was quite a surprise, as the Royals struggled all season but made a comeback at near the end of the season. And they will be facing off against the Montreal Terrapins, who are playing their first ever regular season in franchise history, as previously they weren't allowed to compete in the XAFL because they were not a normal team, meaning they weren't a team that would be hosted by a division in the NFL if they were to have an NFL counterpart. And now that they were finally given the chance, they make the playoffs in their first ever season. As well as 2 other Canadian teams as well. Montreal is one of the 3 Canadian teams that have made the playoffs. All 3 of the Canadian teams in the league have in fact made the playoffs. Montreal is the only one that's going to be starting in the play-ins. The other 2 will be starting in the other games. So let's start off with the game. We are off to Montreal, Quebec now. All right, the Royals are going to call tails. And we are set to start this game. The Royals will start with the football to begin the first half, and the Terrapins will have the football to start during the second half. All right, here's Cincinnati. Here's Robbins. He's going to throw. It's caught by Mendoza halfway across the field, and it's 1st and 10 Cincinnati. Here's Bishop. And that's going to be stopped, and it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bishop. He gets the first down. Here's Hoffman. Here's Cincinnati to Bishop. And that's going to be short as well. It is 3rd and 3. Terrapins defense is trying their best right now. They're trying to stop Cincinnati from getting the first down. And they successfully have stopped Cincinnati. And now the Royals, let's see what they do here. They will attempt a field goal starting from the 34-yard line. It is short. Cole has missed his first field goal of the game, and he is 0 for 1. Here's Knight. He's going to take, as this counts as a turnover. So the Terrapins now will have the football, 2nd and 6. There's a flag for a false start against the Terrapins, and they will go back. 2nd and 11 now. Alright, a couple of shifts made. Here's Knight. It's 3rd and 7. And that is going to be counting as a stop. And the Royals will get the ball back. And here's Woods on the return, and it's going to be just short of the 30-yard line. Still a win for special teams because 20 is where the touchback line would be at. Here's Robbins to Townsend, and it is 1st down for the Royals. It is now 1st and 10, Cincinnati. By the way, the Royals score, by the way. It's now 7-0 Cincinnati.